Welcome to the Boys to Gods podcast, where we help young men become great men while on the way to becoming gods. The very first video I posted, I think I titled it, "Are Black Men Afraid of Condoms?" And I think that's what I ended up renaming it. And I think, I forgot if I had another, I think I had another title for it. But in any case, man, basically, I was talking about, with all the information we got today, why are men, especially my brothers, why are we still, I'm gonna I gotta clean this version. Well, I decided to clean this version up because I was just talking straight raw shit in the first one. So I don't know if YouTube is fun. You see people talking a lot of stuff on YouTube. Some of them talk about getting flagged, some of them don't. So I'm gonna try to keep this one a little bit more tame. But basically, why are men having unprotected, can I say that? Unprotected, oh, fuck it. Raw sex, man. Why are you having unprotected sex with people? I don't get that. I don't get that. You know why? And then, especially when you don't want to have a baby, you can't be trusting a woman, even if she actually is on birth control and she's not trying to set you up for a baby trap. You can't trust that, man. You can't trust that. Wear your condoms. Wear your condoms. They're not 100%, but I think they're more effective than all the others. I'm pretty sure they are. And, if you're talking about, oh, they don't feel good, they feel good. They feel good. If the hot pocket is good, then it's going to feel good. Period. They are effective. I have one child. She was not a mistake. Well, the person I had her with turned out to be a mistake, but she wasn't a mistake. We knew what we was doing. I thought I was ready to start a family. I guess I was ready to be a parent, but man, knowing what I know now, I definitely wouldn't have had a child with the person I ended up having a child with. So all the other times in my life, condoms work. Condoms are your best friend. I don't care if she is on birth control. I don't care if you do trust her. Wear the condoms anyway. Put them on, man. Protect yourself, because you can't trust her to not change her mind. You know what I'm saying? She might be all for what you're for today, but she might change her mind and might not respect your decision. That's what they do. When they change their mind, it's my body, and all that. Okay, all right. You do everything you can to protect yourself. So when it's all said and done, you did everything you could do, because you can't trust them to go along with your program. Protect yourself. I don't understand why that's so hard to get in your head. And then I do understand with maybe some of the younger cats, even though the information's out there, man, those emotions are strong. You got you a cute little something. You got you a baddie, and she's doing everything right. She's loving you the way you need to be loved, the way you want to be loved. She's doing everything you tell her to do, in bed, out the bed. She's looking like, damn, this is my ace right here, my homie, my ride or die. Yeah, I can see myself with her. Nah, man. Even if she ain't running game on you, you can't trust her to always feel that way about you. They usually don't. And if you a regular dude, like most of us are, including myself, eventually she gonna see you as a regular dude. Even if she used to see you as a great dude, a catch, or the type of guy, you're gonna become a regular dude to her. And they don't look at it like we look at it. They be thinking they done outgrow you, upgrade and all that. For us, as long as you still looking good and treating us the way we want to be treated, we gonna hold on to you. Whether we step out or not, we ain't trying to get rid of you. We're trying to definitely keep you in the loop on the team. They don't do it like that. Nah. They might try to keep you around to tap into your resources, have access to your funds. I just don't expect, and I mentioned especially if you're successful, man, you looted up, your assets are in order. You know you a target. You know you a target. I talked about how the athletes, famous people, whether you're an athlete, actor, or even just success in business in general, and you got some good money stacked up. You making good money. They know you making good money, or they think you making good money. You are a target. You are a prize, and it's not that they looking at it like, oh, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, and all that bullshit. Nah, most likely, oh, this is somebody I can tap into, gain access to his money, his resources, stashing some away to the side, or get pregnant. Always when I'm ready to get the exit plan is to either leave you and get that child support, or if you put a ring on it, leave your ass and get that alimony, spousal support, and child support. Half of all your shit that you've busted your ass and worked all your life to build. I don't understand why in this day and age. It's one thing if you met this person and for whatever reason, whether you both are really aligned up and you decide, hey, I want this person to be my wife, and then you go ahead and y'all get married, and then y'all decide to build a family. That's one thing. And again, that's not nowadays. We know that's not really the smart thing. That's not the smart thing. Most marriages end in divorce, and most of them are filed by women. We know that. Information's out there. We, thanks to the internet, we all have information. The internet allows you to get up on game that a lot of us probably wouldn't be able to get up on game from. Like I mentioned earlier, I was raised by my father, but he grew up believing what most guys think, that the happy wife, happy life type shit. He was married and divorced, but we both now we now know that that's not the case, and especially in today's age, modern age women, they're on a whole different program than when those ideas were circulating, And now we know that those ideas, those things probably were never really 100% true for most women. It's just that, the women, back when my parents were coming up, they were just now getting into their independence and all that type of stuff. But it was probably better for women to link up with a guy in order to build a better life. But as time went on, they started getting more independent. But even back, like I said, during my parents' time, you still had those ideas of you get married, you find a partner, you're building a life. They don't think like that nowadays. Nowadays, women talking about getting married, yeah, you want to be real careful. You want to be careful, man. You got to protect yourself. I used to always say this, relationships are like a boxing match, and you got to protect yourself at all times. Whether you're married or whether you're just going out, dating or whatever, you got to protect yourself at all times. Is this person just, with you because they actually enjoy being with you, or are they trying to get something from you? Are you just a meal ticket? Are you just an escape? Or are you just, something to tide them over until the next best thing comes along, which is how a lot of them are thinking. Probably have always thought that way, but they live it. That's their main way of thinking nowadays. So I don't understand with all the information we got. We know the hustle now. We know the game. Why are you still going into these situations. Have fun, enjoy that. You got you a good head nurse, enjoy that. You found you somebody with that where the kitty is extra nice. Enjoy that. Please do. I want you to enjoy it. But understand, you need to protect yourself. It's still enjoyable. It's still enjoyable. Don't worry about if it feels better without the protection. Understand that it feels great with the protection if the kitty is righteous. If that snapper is snapping, it's still gonna feel good with the protection. You put your condoms, wear your Jimmy hats. Wear your Jimmy hats. Like Kiara said, it costs so little for a pack of 3. Wear your hats. Yes, those are old school terms, because I'm an old school motherfucker, but I'm giving you the information. I'm giving you the real deal here. This shit is timeless. It's always going to be true. It's always going to be right. It's always going to be exact. I know too many people. Fuck it. Most of the people I know, including myself, regret the person they had their children with. Most of them. And while I'm talking about this, most of the people I know who are married, most of the guys, they have regrets. They might not all come out and say they regret getting married, but here's one thing that's universal amongst almost all of them. They are always complaining. They do more complaining about their marriage, about their wives, than anything. And then, like they might say, well, what can you do? In other words, it's cheaper to keep her. That's all that means. Because if it wasn't going to be a financial hardship, they will bounce in a fucking minute. The women know that. They got your ass. They got you. And like I said, we all know. I just understand why, with all this information, why you're not protecting yourself. And it's not just the young cats. A lot of older guys still get caught up. And I guess, we want somebody, by nature, we want somebody there. We're protectors. It's just in you to want to kind of just protect. You meet somebody, you vibing, she vibing with you, you vibe with her, you get those feelings. Hey, I can see myself spending more time with this person. Now you start feeling protective. Now you start feeling those feelings. You want to please them. It's just in our nature, man. And they know that they're better at that than we are. They've been running this game for eons. We're just not figuring this shit out. As a whole, most guys wouldn't up on this game. And so, but now that we got the information, now that we know, guys are checking out of the whole thing. That's a beautiful thing. Protect yourselves. So if you do decide to go into a relationship or situation, you're better. Now we're more equipped to identify who's full of bullshit and who's not. And even if they're not full of bullshit, understanding that, yeah, they might love me today, but don't mean they're going to love me tomorrow. And it's just the nature of them. That's just the way they are, man. We might lose interest, but we ain't gonna never. If we still find you attractive, we keeping you on the team. We gonna keep you on the team as long as you acting right. We gonna keep you on the team. It's different with them. I don't understand why y'all still taking them chances. So yeah, it happens with those older guys, but you young cats, you got to understand that no matter how sweet she comes across, as a matter of fact, the sweeter they are, the more you need to keep an eye on them. I think with a lot of the older guys, when they fall into those situations, they're just hoping, and they think, they're underestimating the woman's ability to still be cruel. And also too, you think, well, it wouldn't make sense for them to think like this, or wouldn't make sense. No. We operate on things having to make sense. They don't. Understand that. It don't have to make sense for them. They gonna get what they want to get no matter what they gotta do. If they gotta act like a princess or a good woman, sanctified or whatever, they gonna act like that. If they think they can get you by being a hypersexual, being a freak 24/7, being nasty like you want them to be, they gonna be that. They gonna change and adapt to whatever you want, to whatever's gonna make you fall for their shit. Understand that. Like I say, information's out there, so we should all be up on this game by now. But yet and still, see people falling for it. Getting these these skeezers. Getting these skeezers. Yeah, y'all need to Google skeezers. That's old school. But getting these skeezers pregnant. Come on, man. Come on. Have fun. You ain't gotta get them pregnant. If you ain't married, don't be getting them pregnant. Don't be getting them pregnant. And if you think you're ready to have a family, wait until you find somebody who you want to spend the rest of your days with. At least that. And I ain't saying get married to them, but if you ain't found that woman who you at least want to get married, you definitely shouldn't be having no babies with them. And if you do find that woman who you want to get married to, I would consider establishing, going into just a long-term relationship and seeing how that goes. Give it at least 5 to 7 years before you even think about getting married. Now, that's going against conventional wisdom, but shit. You ain't got to rush into that shit. If they're really into you, they'll understand and they'll work with you on it. Maybe you don't have to be that long, but you need to give yourself enough time to see this person. You're going to see the best of them, but you want to see them when they're not at their best and in many different scenarios. How they are with their family, how they are with their friends. I'm talking about when shit is fucked up. How do they respond? How do they talk to them? How do they treat them? Are they getting petty with them? Are they being real bitchy? Are they being real fucked up with them? Because guess what? That's how she gonna be with you. When y'all get used to each other, when she ain't trying to impress your ass more, especially if she thinks she got you trapped with a ring or a baby or both. Yeah. You want to see how she handle them shits. You want to see how she acts towards you when you disappoint her, even when you're wrong. Yeah, you might have some shit coming, but you want to see how she gives you that shit. You want to see that, man. You want to know who the fuck you dealing with thoroughly. But like I said, I just don't understand why people are still putting that raw eggplant in these kitties, man. It don't make no sense at all. So I guess if you ain't figured it out, maybe that's what I'm trying to say about this point. It's probably why you keep doing the dumb shit. But I'm saying wear your hats, wear condoms, enjoy them. Wear it, and flush them condoms. Take them, take them with you. Do what you gotta do. Don't leave them condoms where they can dig them out the garbage. You heard that story where the chick tried to sue Drake because he put some hot sauce in the condom. I don't know if that was true or not, but the story was out there. But we know women will do that. They fish your condoms out the garbage. Shit. You go in that bathroom, take that condom off, man. Rinse that shit out. Rinse them seats down. Drain if you don't want to flush it. You worried about clogging up the toilet. Rinse them motherfuckers out. Rinse them out. Stuff some tissue in it. Tie that motherfucker off. Shit, put that shit in your pocket and bounce. I got some crazy ass stories, but I'm not gonna go into all that today. I might come up with a series to talk about some of my crazy ass adventures dealing with women over the years. I got some crazy shit. But yeah, main thing is don't trust them. Don't get them pregnant. Don't hit it raw. Enjoy them. But don't put no seed, don't plant no seeds in these in these hoes, in these skeezers, in these women. Even if it's a good woman, don't put no seeds in her. I don't care if you know for a fact you got you a good one. Don't put no seeds in her. If she's that good, talk about building a relationship, a partnership. But you still want to be careful, even in that situation. Like I say, it might love you today, but it might not love you tomorrow. Ideally, let me say this: if you get into that point, yeah, let me say this right here, and I'm gonna probably go a little bit deeper on this in another series where I'm not just talking about getting them pregnant, but just probably about choosing a partner. This is my advice. You want to choose somebody, whether you're talking about having children or getting married, you want to try to identify traits in a person, traits in a woman, to where if when it's all said and done, if it don't work out, is she the type of person who you still would be proud to say that, hey, I had children with this person. She's the type of person who has the same type of values I have. I know that she's going to teach and pass on the values to my children, the same values that I have. You want to find a person who, no matter what happens between you two, that you've seen enough to know that she ain't just going to get vindictive and then just become a shitty parent, and start trying to hurt you by manipulating you through the kids and all that bullshit. You want to make sure that she still has her children's best interest in her heart and her actions at all times. No matter what happened between you, even if you just totally just treat her like shit and she decides she can't take it no more, she's gonna still make sure, no matter how she feels about you, she's gonna make sure that her children are loved and taken care of to the best of her abilities. Because a lot of times what happens is they don't be having them home skills. They don't be having the same values that you grew up with. And we think that, oh my God, that, if we love them right, they'll adjust and adapt and learn. Nah, that's not how that shit works, man. That's not how that shit works. So you want to make sure when you picking somebody to get that serious with, that you say, this is the type of person to where no matter what happens between me and her, I know, or at least I feel deep down in my heart, that she's always going to be the type of mother, the type of woman who's going to just be the best example of womanhood and motherhood to my children that I can find. You want to look for those type of traits. And the way you do that, you got to spend some time with her. You want to spend some time around her parents if you can, around her siblings, because even if the siblings are on some other shit, they're still going to have a lot of their home training in them. You still can get a sense of how that person was raised by spending time with them and their family members, and just seeing how this person acts with strangers in the public, how she talks about her co-workers, how she talks about her friends, how she talks about her family. You watch how she interacts with people when you're with her. You just, and if y'all just dating and she already has kids, if you trying to be that stepdad, which we know that's not best idea. I've dated women with children. I've gotten deep in serious relationships with women with children 2 times in my life, and I don't recommend it. And I'll go on to that in another time too. We all know that's stepdads get shitted on these days, but you want to watch how she treats her children. I remember I was talking to this one sister. Somebody I used to work with kind of tried to connect us. We talked on the phone, and we just kind of clicked on the phone. But I met up with her, and she was looking all right, But the thing that turned me off was how she talked. She had 2 little boys, and the way she talked to them, it turned me the fuck off instantly. And I wasn't with that. So needless to say, didn't even pursue that shit. But yeah, you want to see how they treat the people around them, man. So again, best thing to do, don't get them pregnant. Don't plant no seeds in them. And we're not even going to go any further about marrying them. I'm just talking about, too many stories about guys getting women pregnant and then shit fall apart. Now they tripping, right now, Keke Palmer, that's the whole situation, and some other athletes knocking up these IG models, and then now things are shaky. Maybe ain't even got here in some cases. They already just shaky ground because it was a hustle. It was a hustle. Maybe not in Keke Palmer case, but then the way she flipped it, shit. Man. Anyway, in any case, protect yourself at all times. You talking about getting nasty with them? Wear a condom. Period. Point blank. Protect yourself at all times. I'm going to end this one right here. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, keep your chin up, chest out, and stay 10 toes down. Take care.